What's up, everybody? Paul Carl here. Today, I'm a little tired, but I'm really excited because we are so close. We're so close. Let me show you where we're at with the Lot app so far. So I have some examples here that we're going to export. So you scan the cards and you run the Chronocard AI. You guys have seen me do that a million times. What happens here is this is for a lot. So you don't really have to check all these values, but you can if you want it to be perfect. You can put in a sale price here for buy it now, or you put your price in auction if you want it to be an auction. So this dictates whether it's going to be an auction or buy it now listing. And then you can put a custom SKU in here. And for this, I put Chuck because I'm selling these for Chuck. If this is checked off as rookie, it'll say that it's a rookie lot. So what I'm going to do is export these. And there's 11 cards here. All right, we got a 10 card lot here. This is Ted Williams. I'm going to go ahead and export this. A 12 card lot. This is a rookie lot. I'm going to export this, and I'm just auctioning this stuff off. We got to clear some space here. You see those boxes behind me? We got to get those emptied out. And we got Deion Sanders here, so we're going to do that. I mark them as not for sale just so that I know that I've listed them. That's why I do that. So when I see the little lock, I know that it's listed. So these are singles. We're going to come back to these, but let's start off with the app. So this is what happens. It pops up. It shows that you can choose what kind of lot. These are going to be player lots. So I click player lots, and it's automatically doing all the image editing. It's building the titles dynamically from the data from Kronocard. The images that it creates use your brand colors, so you can set a brand color and have that as the background to make your images pop out and look nice. And it's so cool because with this, well, one, the graphical user interface, the GUI, it makes it easier for, normal people like probably you to use the app, whereas before I did this, what I was doing was I was actually going into the code and I had like different title things and I would comment out the stuff that I'm not using. So I would have like team lot, set lot, and rookie lots. All that stuff would be commented out, and then I would just make sure that player lot wasn't commented out. If I wanted to do the team lot, I would comment that out and uncomment the set lot or whatever. Anyways, that's like nerdy stuff. It's not user friendly the way that it was, but now you literally just click a button. And so the listings are finished. I'm going to probably put like some kind of dialog box here so that you would be able to see what's going on, like important information. All the images are automatically uploaded to web hosting for you. So they're uploaded to your AWS account, which is super cheap. It's like 3 cents a gigabyte. And what it also does is it puts it into a folder with today's date. So if you ever wanted to like go in and delete old images that you're not using anymore, it would be very easy because you could search your eBay by custom label and see if there's anything, from a particular date that's still active. And then if there's nothing there, you can delete that whole folder of images and save space. Probably not necessary or even worth it, but it's a possibility. Anyways, the list creation's finished. Let's pull this up. And you can see here, it uses my blue. It's got all the side-by-side images made. All the actual images are made here. And then the eBay upload file. So I'm just going to open up this, and I'm going to upload that file. I'm really excited for the singles one. That's the one we're going to look at in more depth, because I redid how the singles are done. It's great. All right, so now I'm going to go to my scheduled listings, 79. It should be up, 83. So you can see I scheduled a whole bunch. When I was building this out originally and testing it, I just made a ton of lots. I had it working really well before I added the GUI. And then when I added the GUI, it broke everything. So I had to like remake it, which is cool. So here's the new ones right here. These are scheduled. And what the app will do is it will schedule it. I'm probably going to put a setting so you can have them list immediately if you prefer that. But I like to schedule my auctions and stagger the start times. And then also I like to do that for my buy it now listings. So like when I do end sell similar, I'll often schedule them to restart the listings, like put one listing every minute. but you can do it however you want. So I'm going to just reschedule these so I don't forget to. And I'm going to have these be next Sunday's auctions, because this Sunday we got football. Next Sunday we'll do a little baseball. All right, and space them out. I think I did 2 minutes for these other ones, right? Yeah, 2 minutes. All right. But that's literally all there is to it. Whatever your lot is, whether you're gonna do like rookie cards or like vintage set, like partial sets, or you're gonna do player lots, like you just need to have, 10, 11, 12, 20, or 100 of those cards. And I'm gonna be adding more image sizes as time goes on, because what actually has to happen is like I have an image builder that builds each set of images. So all this code is what makes those 10 card images. And then I got to have a whole nother set of this code for the 11 and 12 and so on. So every single template is essentially handmade for that number of cards so that it looks as nice as possible, because like we don't want it to be like the 20 card lot here with really tiny thumbnails and just have like 9 cards and then, 3/4 of this box is blank. That doesn't look good. So I'm making it so that it arranges the cards in like an aesthetically pleasing way so that it looks good. And you can kind of see here. Once you've listed those lots, you can delete the folder or delete everything in the folder. And now that the folder is empty, we can do our singles. So let's pull this open. You'll notice they're already not for sale because the first shot at recording this, there was a little oopsie. So if you want to see that blooper, I'm going to tack it on the end of this video. Let's talk about this while we're here. So this special, I put insert here. You can manually do this if you want, and it will add that insert in there. But the other thing that the script will do automatically is over here in this product column. What the script will do is it's going to look through this for anything that matches the eBay parallel or variety item specific options. Now, if you've ever listed a card manually, you've probably seen this. It's this huge drop down list. There's actually over 800 options. So it's got like your hollow prisms, your silver hollow prisms, your zebras, your whatever. All that stuff is in that drop down of over 800 things. So what the script will do now, this is my most recent addition to it, is it will actually look through. I'm pointing at the screen to you guys can see. It'll look through these product titles here and try to find anything that matches one of those 800 plus options, and then it's going to intelligently select the one that's most relevant. So for example, when it gets to this card, it's going to look through that list it'll probably find orange, and it'll probably find orange refractor, and it's going to know, okay, orange refractor is the better item specific to use, and it's going to take that and put it in its item specifics. It's also going to like intelligently fix the serial number for me, so it's going to change it to like number out of 499 for the title, just to save a few characters, because the title is going to be optimized to try to use as many of those 80 characters as possible. It's also going to intelligently adjust the title to try to use as many of those 80 characters as possible. So for example, if the title's too long, it's going to start taking things away, and it might get to a point where it's taking a bunch of stuff away, but it's still too long. So instead of Washington Wizards, it'll change it to like Wizards, for example. It'll take that Washington off for you. So just like you and I would do if we're manually cranking out these listings, we're like, oh, I can't fit this in. Like we have our priorities of keywords that are the most important, and then we'll make those adjustments accordingly. So like, all right, we really need to have autograph in the title, so I'm going to take out Washington from Washington Wizards so I can have autograph in the title, because that's more important. This tool does all of that automatically. I'm really proud of it. I can't wait for you guys to try it out. All right, over here we got some baseball too. These are really cool. I got these in auction. I just picked them up just because I've never seen them before and couldn't find any others online. Really cool stuff. I got some Bobby Witt Jr. rookie too, if anyone's interested. Check out the eBay store. All right, let me export these. Enough shilling. All right. We got everything exported. It looks right, I think. Yep. No more mistakes. Let's pull this up. We're going to run the program again. And we're going to create singles. And you'll see, even though it's like searching through those 800 plus things, it still goes pretty fast. It used to just be like instant, like this smaller number of cards. This is 16 cards. So that took a few seconds to list. It finished before I could finish ranting. So it was pretty quick still. If you have hundreds or thousands of cards that you're going to be listing with this tool, this might take, several minutes, because what it actually does is it uploads the files as it goes. So you don't just have to sit there and wait and hope the files are uploaded. Like in previous versions of this, it would upload all of the files last. This one, it starts doing it as it's going through each card. And that way the upload time doesn't take as long, especially if you have good internet. I have fiber now, so my upload it's amazing. But if you have like your normal internet, it might take a little longer than what you saw here. All right, let's look at here. We got the images are made. We got the side by sides, the front and backs. Uses the brand colors. We're gonna open this up. Upload template. It's such a dumb mistake. I hope it's fixed now. Oh yes. Oh man, guys. This is the greatest feeling ever when stuff is just not working for whatever reason and you can figure it out. Oh. All right, let's look at some listings. Let's push these live first. We're gonna do that. We're gonna look at the real listing. As long as, oh man, beautiful. I got nervous. I thought maybe my images weren't gonna load now. But you can see all the images are there. Look at these titles. Oh man. All right, let's get these rescheduled. Sorry for slow clicking. Maybe I shouldn't have done 16 cards. All right, so we're going to edit these listings. Wait, did I accidentally make these auction? Okay, no, they're buying now. All right. I either need to sleep or dump a ton more caffeine on myself. Start time. Sorry, guys. We need this change to start time. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start time. We're going to do start immediately. But before we start immediately, let's look at some of these titles. All right. So we got like, I do the player name first because that's what people usually search by. They're going to look for player name. Like if they want a numbered card, they're going to type the player's name and then the numbered card. If they want an autograph, they're going to type the player's name and then auto or autograph. And it's going to be auto-filled by eBay in the suggested searches. If they're looking for a rookie card, they're going to type rookie first. So we got Bobby Witt Jr. Where's my Bobby Witt? There we go. Bobby Witt Jr. rookie. It puts rookie first. Purple refractor. It adds in like the NMRC. If it has extra characters, it'll do that. Same thing here. It'll do like basketball card. There was enough room for card, so it took card off. I'd rather have the full Orlando Magic than the full basketball card. And yeah, maybe I'd rather have basketball card than near mint. So I might change that. I think I would take out near mint before basketball. Then again, if it was poor, if it was a vintage card, you probably want to have that condition in the title. See, these are the questions. So what I might do now is make it so that if it's vintage, it will not take out the condition from the title. But if it's not vintage, then it will take the condition out of the title to keep card. See, I love this. This is what we're doing to make it better. Basically whatever I'm thinking or whatever we as sellers think, I want to make it so that the program does that thinking automatically, because these kind of decision trees can be automated. You don't need to have somebody sit here and like actually think for every single one of the listings that you do. We want to have the software do it all. That's the goal. All right. Anyway, yeah, these are rescheduled for now. You can see we got who owns the card. This is for me. This is my custom label. Your custom, whatever you want to put in here, you can put in here, or you can leave it blank. This is the date, so that way if you're in your, this is the AWS. So if you're ever in AWS, so this is the 9/15 folder, today's folder. Let's say, 3 months from now, everything's sold and I want to clear up some space. I can come here and delete all of these files because I could do a search for active listings, do a search by custom label, contains, put the date in here, and then anything that, if nothing shows up, you know you can delete all those images safely. Okay, let's actually push these live. Gotta move my face out of the way. Submit all. This is where we're gonna get into. I'm gonna open up some of these listings and we're gonna see what they look like. Not the schedule though. Sorry if this is a not as good video. I might have to redo this one. You guys let me know in the comments. I'll do another update video too. So if I do keep this one, I'll keep another update one when I have more cool stuff to show you guys and when I'm ready to do testing. All right. We got a numbered card here. Let's see. This one and this one. We're just going to look at these cards because they have some interesting attributes. So you can see does the side-by-side for the third image. Having the third image is correlated with higher rankings. eBay tells you in the listings quality report, which I don't think I have it still. There's a bug where it's been missing for a while. But when it was available, having 3 images was the average for the top ranked listings at that time. So that's why I create this third image here. So we got the front, back, and then the third one for SEO. And then here we go. You got the conditions automatically done. Sport, picks the manufacturer, adds all these features from their features list, the team, card number, all this stuff. Print run 75 is numbered out of 75, is automatically pulling that out. Let's see, we got the player aspect, the parallel variety, it automatically puts that in there. The set automatically puts that in there. Autographed, that should be no. I'm going to fix that. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to fix that. But yeah, so all this stuff, the card name, it'll generate it. It uses the number, the product, the card number, and then the player's name, and it will intelligently change the card name because this is limited to, I think, 35 characters. So it'll automatically get that in there for you. So let's say you got somebody who's searching by card number, player name, or player name, card number. Those are 2 other common ways to search for cards. So that keyword, that search term, is going to be here in the card name too. That's the goal of that. You can see here I got my title here. This is the full title. This is what it would be if it had unlimited characters. So it puts that here in the item description in an H1 tag. Has the condition here, little link to eBay's card description thing, little call to action, some combined ship returns, all your store policy stuff. It's beautiful. Let's look at Jeremy Lin real quick. You can see here, where is it? Where's the features? Here we go. Features. It's a rookie card. Boom. They pulled that. That's the only thing special about that card. Let's look at this one. Set. Parallel variety. It's a purple refractor. Pulls it right out. It's an insert, parallel variety, and a rookie. Like, it's... Let's look at this one. I'm curious what this gets because it's an insert, parallel variety. Yep. Let's see what it has for the parallel or variety. Oh, okay, so it picked gold. I was curious if the gold awesome was in that drop down, but it's not, so it just picks gold. That's cool. We got the orange refractor here. We got the print run pulled. Yep, card number. Adds serial numbered and short print. The orange refractor gets pulled. Like, man, it's almost perfect. I just got to fix the autograph false. That should be no, not false. Yeah, this is awesome. I just wanted to show this off, show you guys where we're at. I'm getting really close to being able to test it on another machine here at my place. And if that test goes well, then I'm going to start opening it up for other people to test it privately with me. Right now, I got a few people in the Discord who want to test it. So if you want to be one of the people who test the early release, join the Discord, shoot me a message, and let me know. That's the way right now to get on that list because that's an easy way for me to communicate. And then the other thing I want to add, probably too late in the email or in the video, I create a little simple, like plain template, barely changed it, email sign up form through ConvertKit. So if you go to the first link in the description is going to be the link to that sign up form. And what'll happen is you sign up for that. I'm never going to email you until it's ready. I'm not I'm not an email list kind of guy. I wish I was. But what I'm going to do is when the app is like ready to launch and other people can buy it and start using it, I'm going to email the email list first. There's going to be a special offer, so you get 50% off, and you can lock that in for the lifetime of the product. And then, yeah, you get a killer deal and be one of the first people using this. After that, I'm putting the price up high. I'm gonna make it really expensive, like down the line after a certain number of users, just so that like it doesn't become too widely used. We're just gonna bump the price up at every like user milestone, because we don't want everybody to have access to this and to be competing with us. So we want to try to keep it limited, and a great way to limit it is to make it so expensive that nobody wants to buy it. So we're gonna start off with killer deals, and then as time goes on, nobody else is gonna want to use it. All right, what was next? All right, so I wanted to just compare this to what Card Dealer Pro does. So Card Dealer Pro listing versus one of mine from this. So we'll do the Jeremy Lin again. Look at all the item specifics that get filled in. It's doing everything. With Card Dealer Pro, football shouldn't be all capitalized like that. That means it's like a custom entry, I think, and not the actual entry, because you check a box for this. So it's not, I don't think, maybe they do, but I don't think that eBay treats football in all caps the same way that it treats normal football. League is NFL. That's not correct. It has to be National Football League with NFL in the parentheses. These are all drop downs in eBay. So the Card Dealer Pro people could actually go in there and fix this, but it's putting in custom values rather than using the correct ones. They do have me beat because they have autograph set to no and not false. I'm fixing that right after this. Graded no. Player athlete, this is not the set name. It's not pulling it correctly. They don't even, like, I mean, this stuff, it's not hard to correctly match variables to fields. Everything else is pretty hard, but to screw this up is a very easy fix, and they've had this problem for over a year. Team they got right, card number they got right, year manufactured, yeah. They didn't add this. I mean, this is one, like, pretty much all the cards are printed in the United States. Like, these are all the ones that eBay shows before show more, so you should just fill in all of these. People are filtering things. There's no reason not to, especially when it's all automated. All right, I wanted to show this card too. This isn't a shot at Bo, 1 million Cubs. It's a shot at Card Dealer Pro. I want to make that clear. Like, I really like and respect Bo, and he has a great YouTube channel too if you haven't checked him out. It's sometimes it's about cards. But yeah, great Facebook group too. I've met a lot of great people there. So check out 1 million Cubs. Check out his eBay store, 99centcards.com. But Card Dealer Pro. Let's get back to the point. Card Dealer Pro. So this listing's created with Card Dealer Pro. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Look at the item specifics. So this is not Hot Rookies Retail. This is not a parallel or variety. This is an invalid entry. It's custom. So it's not from their drop down. This should be, you could probably put it as part of the set, or you could put it in the card name, but the card name isn't even used here. Oh, it put it in insert set. So I think it created its own field here. It set autograph to no. Like, that shouldn't be no. So this is a problem, I think, with Card Dealer Pro. Obviously, they get the item specifics all wrong. And then I think with Kronocard, their eBay connector doesn't do every single item specific. So that's something that I wanted to improve. And it wasn't the reason that I started getting into the software. The reason I got into software is, well, I'll just tell you right now, I think, because, sorry, I'm chopping this video up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I said or what I did say. But I wanted to show this too. Like, this is the danger of Card Dealer Pro for filtering. They need to fix this. I've mentioned it before to them, but I don't think they care. They don't care about me, at least, or what I say. All right, so let me go into my other rant now and finish this video. The real reason I made it originally was because with Kronocard, I was very frustrated that my images were just the rectangles, and I wanted the perfect square, because as you probably know, eBay sometimes crops the cards to make it a perfect square in certain circumstances. And I don't want, you know, Mr. Lynn's head here like cropped out of the card and his name cropped out. I want people to be able to see the full card in its entirety, without it being cropped in the search results. So by making the main image perfectly square, eBay will never crop it on me. They would crop this one, but this one's the third image, so no one will see it until they click in the listing anyway. But that frustration is what led me down this path to I used Photoshop automations to fix the card images, and then I created Excel macros to automate most of the listing, and then I made the Excel macro better to automate everything. And then I figured out like Python exists, and so I started using that, and like here we are now. But I've ranted way too much. I apologize for this video potentially being awful, but I was just too excited to wait. I had some time, and I wanted to push this out for you guys so you could see. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Leave me any ideas or suggestions, things that you'd like to see in the app. And those are things that I take very seriously, and I'll be adding to the program, especially if it's something that could be automated. And if you want to see the bloopers, I'm tacking them on the end of the video here, just a few of them, because there was a lot of problems. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Sorry, I'm gonna like take a nap after this. I've been addicted this weekend to working on this project. All right, come on, let's go, eBay, pick it up. 15 failed. Oh no. That's embarrassing. What happened? No. Oh no. My life is ruined. Error. The scheduled time occurs in the past. No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. I know what happened. All right. We'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back. Please, God, no more mistakes. No errors. No failed. I can't handle it again. I think I fixed it perfectly. Damn it. Oh, why? I'm never gonna get this video done.